It is often said that money is the root of all evil. But in the northeast of Nigeria, money is the fuel that keeps the engine of terror running. Today, we are looking at a massive victory for the Nigerian Army. A victory that hits the insurgents exactly where it hurts the most, their pockets. The headline you saw is not a mistake. 37 million naira in cold hard cash has been intercepted by our gallant troops. This isn't just about recovering money. This is about cutting off the lifeline of terrorism. If you have been following the insurgency, you know that these criminals need money to buy weapons, fuel their motorcycles, and recruit informants. By seizing this massive amount, the military has just stopped a lot of bad things from happening. Let's break down exactly how this went down, because the details are quite cinematic. The Nigerian military's joint task force, Operation Hadin Kai, has been on a serious offensive lately. They are not just sitting back and waiting for attacks, they are taking the fight to the enemy. According to a press release issued just this Monday, February 16, 2026, the troops have shifted their strategy. They are now focusing on what they call deliberate logistic strangulation. That's a big military term, but in simple English, it means they are choking the terrorists by cutting off their supplies. You see, a terrorist with a gun but no bullets and no food is not much of a threat, and a terrorist with no money cannot buy loyalty. The operation that led to this massive recovery happened in two phases. First, let's talk about the ambush. Troops of Sector 1, working hand in hand with our brave vigilante forces, set up a trap along a known crossing route. This route is frequently used by iswap fighters moving from Cameroon axis into Nigeria. The terrorists, thinking they were the kings of the jungle, walked right into a concealed tactical deployment. In other words, they walked into a kill zone. The soldiers were waiting. When the terrorists tried to attack, they were met with what the military calls effective enfilade fire. The superior firepower of the Nigerian Army was too much for them, and they were forced to run away in disarray, leaving behind their supplies. But the real jackpot was found at the forward operating base Chabal checkpoint. This is where vigilance meets luck. The troops intercepted a suspicious vehicle carrying 5 people. Now, these vehicles often look like normal commercial transport, but our soldiers are trained to spot when something isn't right. They conducted a thorough search of the vehicle, and what they found was shocking. Hidden carefully inside bags was a staggering sum of approximately 37 million naira. That is a lot of cash to be moving around in a conflict zone. Alongside, they found multiple mobile phones. These phones are crucial because they are likely used for coordinating attacks and financing their operations. Pause for a second and think about what 37 million naira can do in the hands of terrorists. That money could have bought hundreds of AK-47 rifles. It could have been used to bribe officials or pay off informants to betray our troops. By seizing this massive amount, the military has just dismantled a major financial conduit. The High Command described this as a significant breakthrough, and frankly, they are right. This is not just a tactical win, it is a strategic blow. It shows that the strategy of tightening the noose is working. By targeting both the physical routes where they move fighters and the financial routes where they move money, Operation Hadin Kai is weakening the enemy from the inside. This brings us to a very important point about the role of the community. These interceptions don't just happen by magic, they happen because people are vigilant. The collaboration between the military and the local vigilantes is proving to be the game changer. The morale of the troops is high and their fighting efficiency is top-notch. But they need our support. They need us to keep believing in their ability to restore peace. If you are proud of our soldiers for this massive recovery and for keeping our country safe, please go ahead and smash that like button right now. It helps us push this positive news to more Nigerians who need to see that we are winning this war. And if you haven't joined our community yet, please click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We bring you the real stories from the front lines that the mainstream media might miss. The military has reiterated its resolve to frustrate terrorist ambitions and restore economic stability to the northeast. When you take 37 million naira out of the bad guys, you are directly contributing to that stability. It forces them to become desperate, and when they are desperate, they make mistakes. The recovery of the mobile phones is also a gold mine for intelligence. Who were they calling? Who sent the money? Where was it going?
You can bet that military intelligence is currently analyzing every single contact on those phones to track down the sponsors. This operation also highlights a shift in the nature of the war. It is no longer just about shooting in the bush, it is about intelligence, checkpoints, and financial tracking. The terrorists are trying to adapt, using civilian vehicles and hiding cash in bags, but the Nigerian army is one step ahead. The sustainment capacity of the terrorists, basically their ability to keep fighting, has been disrupted. They cannot regenerate combat power if they can't pay for it. As we celebrate this victory, let's remember that the war is not over, but battles like this are turning the tide. The Northeast is slowly but surely returning to a state where peace is the norm, not violence. The vigilance of the troops at the Chabal checkpoint today has saved countless lives. It's a reminder that every soldier at every checkpoint is a hero, protecting us from dangers we might never even see. We will keep following this story to see if the military releases the names of the 5 suspects arrested with the cash. We also want to know if this money leads to the arrest of any big financiers in the city. Until then, stay safe, stay vigilant, and keep supporting our troops.